Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Every Breath You Take. And this is a new thriller from director Vaughn Stein, starring Casey Affleck, Michelle Monaghan, and Sam Claflin. And this is about Casey Affleck, who is a psychiatrist whose success story of a client who he's made some potentially unethical decisions to open up very personally to this client as a revolutionary way to connect with them. She winds up killing herself. And he winds up dealing with the fallout, including dealing with her brother, played by Sam Claflin. And you have Casey Affleck in his own relationship with his wife Michelle Monaghan and their own daughter. And this film definitely feels like late 80s, early 90s kinds of thrillers with the likes of Cape Fear and Fatal Attraction, where it's very much like there's an unstable force coming into the family life. And this film doesn't feel very original. It feels very derivative of a lot of those other films. So if you're going into this film hoping for something new and exciting, it's not really that. But obviously, if you're a fan of those kinds of thrillers, this might be something that you'd enjoy. The thing is, Vaughn Stein doesn't give this film a whole lot of energy. It feels very bland and very gray in the way that it's shot, and to be honest, there's some energy missing. There's some pacing issues for a film that really drags on quite a bit. And I think one of the biggest things is, no matter what happens in the film, I never felt like Casey Affleck really got into like the next gear. It was always very flat and very emotionless and very blah. And I was like, obviously Casey Affleck can be high energy in certain roles. He could also be very talented. Obviously he won an Oscar for Manchester by the Sea. This film feels like he's really wasted and just kind of there. And you never feel the emotion or the connection. Luckily, you have Michelle Monaghan, who does pick it up. She's very relatable as an actress, and you can very much connect with her. She feels like we can get behind her and give our energy behind her in this story. And Sam Claflin, though, really steals this. He is an extremely charismatic actor. He's been misused in some films and stuff like that, but like, he is very talented, and he really gives it his all to this film, even when this film doesn't match his level of intensity, which I do wish that the film matched his intensity, because I feel like this would have worked better as a thriller. Because in the end, I feel like this film, despite featuring some strong performances from Michelle Monaghan and a really crazy and deranged performance from Sam Claflin with a lot of energy, really just comes off as feeling like, you know, this is right down the wheelhouse for fans of those kinds of thrillers, but not really doing anything new or exciting, and it kind of is boring and a little bland. And all the twists and turns you can see coming a mile away. But if you're a fan of those thrillers, go check this one out. If you're not a fan of those kinds of films, this one might not really be worth you seeking out, especially for $19.99 to rent. But those are my thoughts on Every Breath You Take. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.